إن الحمد لله أحمده تعالى وأستغفره وأعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدًا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله. بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الغمة وجاهد في سبيل دينه حتى أتاه اليقين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليك يا رسول الله. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا، إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. وعنده مفاتح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو، ويعلم ما في البر والبحر، وما تسقط من ورقة إلا يعلمها، ولا حبة في ظلمات الأرض ولا رطب ولا يابس إلا في كتاب مبين. وهو الذي يتوفاكم بالليل ويعلم ما جرحتم بالنهار، ثم يبعثكم فيه ليقضى أجل مسمى، ثم إليه مرجعكم ثم ينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. وهو القاهر فوق عباده ويرسل عليكم حفظه حتى إذا جاء أحدكم الموت توفته رسلنا وهم لا يفرطون، ثم ردوا إلى الله مولاهم الحق، ألا له الحكم وهو أسرع الحاسبين. أما بعد، يقول الحق تبارك وتعالى: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان، والنجم والشجر يسجدان، والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان، وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. Today, my dear brothers and sisters, we live with the beginning of Surah Al-Rahman. I just have recited 13 verses of Surah Al-Rahman. This wonderful surah is a Surah Al-Madaniyah. It was revealed in Medina. And we have differences between the Makki Quran and the Madani Quran. The Makki Quran deals with belief, faith, aqidah, iman. But the Madani Quran deals with Sharia, legislation between do and don't, between man and his Lord, man and his fellow man. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this wonderful surah start with Ar-Rahman, the merciful, the gracious. He did not start with any of his attributes. He has 99 attributes. Al-Jabbar, strong. Al-Mutakabbir, Allah, the big one. But he started with Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman is Mubtada, it's the beginning. So what's the khabar? What's the news? Ar-Rahman, Allah announced it in His universe, on earth, in heaven, and in between. Ar-Rahman. As He's saying to us, my mercy encompasses everything. My mercy encompasses the universe. And then the next verse, علم القرآن. He taught the Quran. Did the Quran, the third verse, say خلق الإنسان? So we have a question. Is the creation of man came first, or the teaching the Quran came first? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put علم القرآن before the creation of man. Because Allah planned the universe. So we have two words here, علم and the Quran. What's the significance of both of them? We start with the first one. علم, علم, knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He sent Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the first verb, the first sentence, the first verse that He gave him, اقرأ, read. But Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he did not know how to read and write. His parents did not teach him. He didn't send him to school. So we wonder, did Jibreel made a mistake, or is intended for a man who does not know how to read and write that Jibreel comes and tell him, اقرأ. He replied, I can't. ما أنا بقارئ. So Jibreel takes him and squeezes him until he says, I felt my bones are cracking and it was death. I'm dying. And he let him go. اقرأ, read 3 times. Why? To emphasize to this ummah, to emphasize to mankind the importance of knowledge, the importance of ilm. Allama. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He gathered the angels and He said, Inni ja'ilum fil ardi khalifa, I'm going to make a trustee, a representative on earth. قالوا أتجعل فيها من يفسد فيها ويسفك الدماء ونحن نسبح بحمدك ونقدس لك. Are you going to put someone on earth that he will kill, spill blood, become a wicked, spread mischief? Allah replied, قال إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون. The word ilm in this verse twice. Then the next, وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا ثُمَّ عَرَضَهُمْ عَلَى الْمَلَائِكَةِ. So ilm again, 3rd time. In this verse continue about 8 times the word ilm, knowledge, ilm, knowledge. How important knowledge is. عَلَّمَ الْقُرْآنِ. So now, Quran is the best knowledge you can acquire on the face of this earth. Why? Because Quran teach you who is your Lord, who is your Creator, how to maintain yourself on this land that Allah put you on it. So it's the connection, the sole connection between you and heaven is the Quran. This Quran that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said His nur, guidance. If you do not have the Quran in your life, you have no light in your life. You working in darkness. You're living in total darkness. We just finished the month of Quran. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر. This month of Ramadan, if you fasted and got up in the middle of the night and you recited the Quran, you hear the beauty and you feel the beauty in your life. It's a charge for this heart that dies with everyday life. So the Quran wakes you up. Hudan wa nur wa rahmah wa shifa. This is the Quran. The jinn, when they heard it, قالوا إنا سمعنا قرآنا عجبا. No one had invited them. The Prophet was reciting, in the desert, in a tree, after Ahlul Ta'if threw rocks at him and made him bleed. He goes in the desert, stand behind a tree and recite the Quran to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's been beaten up, but he still raises his hand and he thanks his Lord. And he says, إِن لَمْ يَكُنْ بِكَ عَلَيَّ غَضَبٌ فَلَا أُبَالِي. If you're not angry with me, Allah, I don't care what happened to my body. That's the wonderful Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So he recited the Quran. Because in the Quran is your whole thing. Your humanity. You being a human being. علم القرآن. We should learn the Quran. And to learn the Quran, some people say, I want to be hafiz. So they memorize the Quran, but they don't know what they say. That's not what the Quran intended to be. We're not looking for CDs. We're not looking for recording. We're looking to interact with the word of your Lord, how to live. So there's 4 steps to learn the Quran, to become good at it. Number 1, to recite the Quran properly, meaning you have to know the material that the Quran is made of. What we call it in the Arabic language, مخارج الحروف. You have to pronounce every letter correctly. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قرآنا عربيا. You have to distinguish between the ha and the ha. You say, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, not Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You have to know how to pronounce. And he said, Allama. So you have to learn. You don't have to wait because to be born in an Arabic family, to be able to say, some Arabs don't even know how to read the Quran. So number 1, your uttering of the words have to be perfect. I was teaching in a weekend school, and there was 2 non-Arabic speaker kids, and the alphabet was horrible. So I spent 6 months with them correcting the ayn, the gha, the kha, the ha, the jim, until the girl was like 8 years old. She was perfect in it. 6 months later, her father comes to me screaming at me and say, I don't want my kids to learn Arabic. I want them to learn Quran. I said, really? Ajib. He wanted them to learn Arabic, Quran, but not Arabic. How? Allah tell you, قرآنا عربيا غير ذي عوج لسان الذي يلحدون إليه لسانا أعجميا وهذا لسان عربي مبين. So don't hide. You must learn properly how to recite, how to get the words out. Second, the Quran have a way to recite it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't say, وَقْرَأِ الْقُرْآنَ قِرَاءَةً, but He said, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. So you have to do what? Tartil. So you have to learn how to make tartil, what we call it أحكام الترتيل or أحكام التجويد. How to make the mad correctly, how to say the ba and the qaf and the dal and the dal. This is the second. Third, which is very, very, very important, you have to understand what you're saying. If you read something, you don't know what you're saying, you have no feeling, and the Quran is the Quran of the heart. You have to live the ayat. You have to live Ayatul Adab about Jahannam. You have to know that you're talking about Jahannam. And Ayatul Jannah, you have to know about Ayatul Jannah. And do and don't, you have to learn all of that. And fourth, which is the recitation, the art of recitation. 4 things, and if you don't know that, you have a way to learn. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, علم القرآن. So what's the benefit of the Quran? The jinn قالوا إنا سمعنا قرآنا عجبا. سمع. So Quran, you learn it by hearing. You can learn anything by taking a book, and Quran you must listen. First thing you must listen. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who taught him the Quran? Jibreel alayhi salam. So when he came to teach him, the Prophet used to move his tongue trying to memorize quickly. Allah stopped him. لا تحرك به لسانك. Don't move your tongue when Jibreel is reciting. لتعجل به. Because you want to be in a hurry to memorize it. إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه. Allah said, we'll collect it, we'll teach you how. فإذا قرأناه. When Jibreel reads it, فاستمع قرآنه. استمع. Listen. ثم إن علينا بيانه. After you listen, then you understand the meaning. This is what the Quran, my dear brothers, do for you. So what's the benefit of the Quran in your life? One, it teaches you who Allah is. It teaches you your creation. It teaches you, where are you going and how are you going and what are you doing about this life. It makes your life easier. فَإِمَّا يَأْتِيَنَّكُم مِّنِّي هُدًى. Guidance. فَمَنِ اتَّبَعَ هُدَايَ. If you follow this guidance, فَلَا يَضِلُّ وَلَا يَشْقَى. He'll never be misguided, he'll never be miserable. The Quran shape you, make you just, make you balanced, make you happy in this life. Look at all these miserable presidents in the Middle East. They have the Arabs, but they have no clue what the Quran is talking about. And that's why they are miserable and they're killing their own people everywhere. And just you're surprised. Don't they hear this verses? Ar-Rahman, the owner of this universe, the merciful. علم القرآن خلق الإنسان. He created man. Who did that? You make yourself. 100 years ago you weren't here, and 100 years from now you're not going to be here. Become nothing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you, is telling you that He created you from what? Nutfa, a clot, a little sperm that you cannot even see it with your own eye, from a dirty place. And that little clot, Allah breathed into it. ثم خلقنا المضغة علقة فخلقنا العلقة عظاما ثم كسونا العظام لحما ثم أنشأناه خلقا آخر. You came out of your mother's womb crying. لا تعلمون شيئا. You have no knowledge. Can't even talk. Can't even see. Have to remember that. Who gave you that? If you don't believe me, because you're a man now, you're in charge, look at a baby. Look at your kid, an infant, that you have to change his diaper. Can't even go to the bathroom by himself. Can't say a word. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make you a man. And then comes until you learn the Quran. Learn the purpose of your life. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I only created you to worship me and to obey me and to do what I ask you to do and forbid what I forbid you to do. خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانِ. And the insan is ajul. He's always in a hurry. Al-insan does not thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the whole surah, Surah Al-Rahman, the merciful, the gracious, and then Allah will count His favors. The first one He started, Allama al-Quran. Second one, your creation. Think, my dear brothers and sisters, if He didn't exist. What happened? Where are you? Close your eyes and see that you're not here. Who created you? who made you, and you don't want to obey Him, and you don't want to listen to Him? Why? Is that the favors that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you and you deny it? That's why at the end of the 13th, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So which favors, which signs, which ayah that you reject? The Quran, your creation, Shams, sun, moon, earth, galaxy. And Allah goes into that. We'll take them inshallah every week, little by little, to learn what Allah is talking to us about. I found that this is the most appropriate surah after Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts our prayers and fasting in Ramadan. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us newborn and wiped all our sins. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us join into the robe of Allah, the Quran, and really live the Quran until we die. May Allah make us die as Muslims, true Muslims. So this Quran, علم القرآن خلق الإنسان. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, my dear brothers and sisters, إِنَّا عَرَضْنَا الْأَمَانَةَ عَلَى السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَالْجِبَالِ. Let's trust this Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give it to the mountains, give it to earth, give it to heavens. He said, carry this message. فَأَبَيْنَ مِنْهَا. They rejected it. And they said, no. فأشفقنا منها وحملها الإنسان. But man said, I'll carry it. إنه كان ظلوما جهولا. He's ignorant and he's unjust. Carried burden, heavy burden. But this heavy burden, Allah made it easy by the Quran. See, the Quran tells you if you want to carry this amana, then you have to get ready for it. So He tell you, tell the Prophet ﷺ, and the Prophet represent us, Ya ayyuhal muzammil. Oh, you one who's covered. The Prophet ﷺ was covered with his clothes because he was afraid. But you are covered in this dunya. You're drowned in money. You're drowned in business. You're drowned everywhere. You're unjust in your dealing. You're bad to people. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you are muzammil too. You are covered with this sense. قُمِ اللَّيْلَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. You want to clean all of this? Get up in the middle of the night. Most hypocrites, they hardly make Isha. Isha's 10 o'clock, so they sleep at 9. Or watch television all night and do whatever business. But they don't قُمُ اللَّيْلَ نِصْفَهُ أَوْ انْقُصْ مِنْهُ قَلِيلًا. Allah wants you to get half the night, or a little less than half the night. أَوْزِدْ عَلَيْهِ وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. And recite the Quran. That's what you have to do. Get up in the middle of the night, Allahu Akbar, and you recite the Quran. Listen, you have to understand. Can you learn it? Absolutely. You learn English. Why? To make money in dunya. So learn, ya akhi, Arabic. Learn the language of the Quran. We learn, if we want to, we can speak 7, 8 languages. Why do you want to learn it? إِنَّا سَنُلْقِي عَلَيْكَ قَوْلًا ثَقِيلًا. This matter is heavy. So how do you counteract that heaviness of this amana, this trust that Allah gave you? إِنَّ نَاشِئَةَ اللَّيْلِ. Getting up in the middle of the night. هِيَ أَشَدُّ وَطْئًا وَأَقْوَمُ قِيلًا. Teach you to become a man. And nowadays, my dear brothers and sisters, there's no man. Very few. Most of them are male, but not men. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants men. مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ رِجَالٍ. Men, صدقوا. First character. Sidq, not lies, not cheaters. إِنَّ نَاشِئَةَ اللَّيْلِ هِيَ أَشَدُّ وَطْئًا وَأَقْوَمُ قِيلًا إِنَّ لَكَ فِي النَّهَارِ سَبْحًا طَوِيلًا. Nahar is to work. فَاذْكُرِ اسْمَ رَبِّكَ. Allah wants you to remember His name, Ar-Rahman. وَتَبَتَّلْ إِلَيْهِ تَبْتِيلًا. And really pray and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These 3 verses, brothers, just remember that most of us memorize beginning of Surah Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman, Ya Allah, Ar-Rahman, merciful. علم القرآن, تعلم أخي, learn. خلق الإنسان. Never, Allah created you. Never forget that. Allah made you. Never avoid that. You belong to Him. And sooner or later you're going back to Him. And you're going alone. No money, no wife, no husband, no children. You go only back by yourself. وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فُرَادًا. You came back to us one by one. كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. As we created you naked, and you came to dunya, nothing, naked, empty-handed. And you're going to go back same way. يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ. The day that you run away from your own brother. وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ. Your father, your mother. وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ. From your wife or your husband and your children. لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ شَأْنٌ يُغْنِيهِ. Everyone is worried about himself. You know, he wishes that he can give everything on earth to save him. وَيَقُولُ الْكَافِرُ يَا لَيْتَنِي كُنْتُ تُرَابًا. The one was the loser. He said, I wish I was dust. Dust is better than him. Dust is honored. But he's worse, because he's going to a bad place. So my dear brothers, Ramadan gave us a charge. Continue with it. Live with it. Be just. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala till Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. ويقول المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم إنما بعثت لأتمم مكارم الأخلاق. I was only sent to perfect moral characteristics. So let the Quran guide you to have moralities and morals and خلق. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم. استغفر. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. My dear brothers and sisters, we had a beautiful month of Ramadan that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala closed the hellfire, locked the shaitan, and opened His rahmah, His mercy, and opened the Jannah. He said, if you made whatever mistakes, قل يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله. My servants, whatever you did, never give up. But Ramadan is past. So does that mean that Allah will not accept us again? No, my dear brothers, if you missed Ramadan, you're still alive. You still have a chance to always renew your iman, to renew your faith. We have 5 salah, and every salah you renew your Islam. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. And then you renew, you promise, Ya Allah, give me the ability to be better. Ya Allah, correct me if I'm wrong. Ya Allah, and take accountability. Hasibu anfusakum qabla an tuhasabu. Take accountability, my dear brothers. Before you go to bed, ask yourself, how's my day today? How's my relationship with my family? How's my relationship with my fellow men? Did I cheat in buying and selling? Did I lie to people? Did I make my salah on time? Where am I? Take that accountability. And if you made a mistake, pray Isha, and before you go to sleep, because you might not wake up. There was a young man in Falls Church, they prayed Salatul Janazah. He was 18, 19. He went to bed. Good night, Daddy. He went to bed. And the next morning, his father waking him up. He wouldn't wake up. He passed away. So you don't know. You don't know where your time would be up. So be aware of that. Get ready. And I'll end with this hadith. That this man who killed 99 people. 99 people. So he went to a man and he said to him, I killed 99 people. You think Allah will forgive me? He said, get away from here. Allah would not forgive a killer, so he killed him too. Made him 100. And then he went to a good man and he said to him, yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive you. But you have to leave the evil town you live in it, because it gives evil. Go to such and such town, people are better over there. So it tells you the environment. If you want to change your environment. Change the bad influence that cause you to cause problems and wickedness, and change that. So you go to another town. So the man made the intention and he left the town and he passed away. He died. Then two angels fight. The angel of Rahmah and the angel of the hellfire. The angel of the hellfire said, he never done anything good. But the angel of Rahmah said, no, his intention was good. And they argued, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the third malak, and he said, measure the distance between him and the land he was going to, and measure the distance between him and the land he left. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expanded the land between the evil land and him and made the other one closer. So Allah entered him paradise. And he never done anything right except his intention. So my dear brother, your intention, you can change it all the time. It's in your hand. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, in Surah Al-Furqan, إِلَّا مَنْ تَابَ, repent, وَآمَنَ, believe again, وَعَمِلَ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا, and then start acting righteously. فَأُولَٰئِكَ, look at the rahmah, that's why it's Ar-Rahman. فَأُولَٰئِكَ يُبَدِّلُ اللَّهُ سَيِّئَاتِهِمْ حَسَنًا. So everything that you committed as a sin, Allah make it hasanat. Where do you find a merciful ilah than Ar-Rahman? So, please brother, the only time you cannot repent, if Malak al-Maut comes. You can't. قَالَ رَبِّ ارْجِعُونَ, oh Allah, get me back. لَعَلِّي أَعْمَلُ صَالِحًا فِي مَا تَرَكْتُ, so I can do something righteous. كَلَّا, nay, إِنَّهَا هِيَ كَلِمَةٌ هُوَ قَائِلُهَا, it's just the word he'll say. وَمِنْ وَرَائِهِمْ بَرْزَخٌ إِلَى يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ, and behind them a door. He'll never be back. So don't wait till the last minute, my dear brothers and sisters. Make the niyyah. When you're sitting now, when you say Allahu Akbar in salah and sujood, say Astaghfirullah al-Azim, Allahumma innaka anta rabbi, لا إله إلا أنت خلقتني وأنا عبدك وأنا على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت أعوذ بك من شر ما صنعت أبوء لك بنعمتك علي وأبوء بذنوبي فإنها كثيرة ولا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. You could say the istighfar. So memorize this dua, make it in your salah, and go back to Allah. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا إسرافنا في أمرنا ثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. اللهم اغفر لنا ذلاتنا وذنوبنا وعثراتنا. اللهم قربنا إليك. اللهم لا تأخذنا حتى نكون على أحسن إيمان تقبله يا رب العالمين. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم ارحم المسلمين والمسلمات. اللهم ارحم المؤمنين والمؤمنات. اللهم اشف مرضانا. اللهم اشف مرضانا واقض ديوننا وتب علينا يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وأقم الصلاة.